For a moment there, I thought I was getting to review my 5th favorite Billy Joel song. Right after Piano Man, Uptown Girl, Only the Good Die Young, and She's Always a Woman. But no, this has nothing to do with societal pressure or utterly failing when you're at bat, 2 things I'm more than familiar with. No, Pressure is a very European, very steampunk, very intense action racer about a dude taking to the road to stop an evil mastermind who's dried up all the rivers just so he can charge out the nose for his spa. And befitting the kind of game that has you taking down a wicked spa proprietor, it plays kind of like Spy Hunter with less espionage and more explosions. And a hell of a lot of customization. But let's get this out of the way. Yes, I realize that steampunk is suddenly a catch-all for whatever janky vehicular contraption someone blurts out in an absinthe and laudanum-induced haze. You like goggles and top hats? Steampunk. You like women in corsets? Steampunk. You like clockwork beasts? Go back to playing Magic. Pressure at least makes the theme fit, though, by representing your ability to progress in terms of, you guessed it, pressure, which makes your death buggy go. Pressure gets spent as you drive, but can be claimed from enemy craft which seek to harry your progress. So obviously, your goal is to blow them up, steal their precious pressure, and use it to get you safely across the finish line. And when it comes to blowing shit up, man, you got options. By collecting gold in the frantic dashes this game calls stages, you can afford new and interesting ways to dispatch your foes. You want spike-laden bumpers, machine guns, cannons, flamethrowers, homing missiles? All these and more can be yours, and this enterprising gent what sets up shop wherever you happen to be between stages even takes old parts for sale, so you can jettison your rundown killing apparati in favor of shining new killing apparati. And then you go on to the next stage, which will quite likely look very much like the last, and put those apparati to work blowing the hell out of anyone and everything in your path. Or above it for that matter. Stupid Zeppelin. Oh, the humanity this, pal. The presentation has a very European style where the cartoony graphics and over-emotive faces have to carry the majority of the conversation for sake of multilinguistic appreciation. But apparently what all nations of the EU can agree on is that this steampunk ska soundtrack freaking rocks. Skank it out, Death Buggy. Aside from a bit of frustration with the controls, specifically how hard it is to steer while accelerating, and the fact that levels are near identical for long spells of time, there's really nothing I can say against Pressure. It's too goofy, too fun, it sounds too good, and there's too many upgrades to buy. This is the kind of game that just screams fun, except it doesn't scream it, because then they'd have to translate it 12 different ways, and there'd be no room in the budget for that. Oh, Europe, don't ever change. Without, a war or something.